Hello there, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be covering one of the most requested topics that I get is my stream setup. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the setup and showing you exactly what I use, from lights to microphones to keyboard, everything. I'm going to be showing you all of it. And so today is going to be an awesome day because today is the 2020 setup tour video. Let's get into it. And also, just really fast before we jump into the video, if you guys like this video and like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Alright, it would only be appropriate to start off with the powerhouse of the whole setup is the PC. The PC I'm running with is the Alienware Aurora R7, and this comes equipped with a GTX 1080 graphics card, an Intel Core i7 processor, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and 500GB of SSD storage. Now, I know what you're saying, Jaren, it's a pre-built. Yeah, I know. If I could do this again, I honestly would rebuild my PC and build it myself, because it's just, one, that experience is honestly super cool, and I want to be able to have, a PC that I've built myself. So whenever I get into my next PC, I'll probably definitely build that one myself. But for now, the Alienware Aurora R7 does the job. Gosh, that's hard to say. Try saying that 5 times fast. But it does the job, and it does a fantastic job of making sure the stream runs smoothly. I don't drop frames. The processing power is just enough to run games and the stream and be able to do all of that all at once. It is fantastic, and I am super, super happy to have a PC that is as reliable as this one has been. Alright, let's jump into the second piece of the setup, the monitors. The main monitor we're running with is the Asus 144Hz monitor. It is a fantastic monitor. I really enjoy using it. Now, my only issue with using 144Hz is some games, when I do run it on the 144Hz, actually, I get a little bit of a little framey in OBS whenever I'm streaming, so it's sometimes I can't play in that 144Hz. That would definitely be not a problem if I had a 2-PC setup, but with a single PC streaming setup, it is difficult to kind of run all of that power with a 144Hz and also trying to run a 1080p stream. Without that, jittery gameplay going on. It's really hard to do that. I may just have to play with some settings in OBS, but in the meantime, sometimes I just have to run it back down to that 60 frames per second, which is a bummer, but for the games that I can run 144 on, it actually really is nice to have. My two side peripheral monitors are the 27-inch Scepter curved monitors, and these monitors were actually what I started the stream out with. These are 75Hz monitors, so you're not going to be able to get too far above that 60 frames per second, but it is still they're really nice monitors. They have really good image quality, and honestly, I would recommend them for anybody who's starting getting into a PC setup. They're great beginner monitors. Nothing too complicated there for them, and it's just very simple, and they look great. Now, these three monitors are 27-inch monitors, so these monitors take up quite a bit of space. Now, at my apartment, I do have a mounting system with 3 arms that I can mount all 3 monitors on, but here in my parents' house and in this room, I can't really have that, and so they're back on their stands, and they take up a little bit more room than I would prefer, but it is what it is, but they still all look fantastic. Alright, let's talk peripherals. Keyboard and mouse. Keyboard we're running with is the Corsair Strafe mechanical keyboard. This keyboard comes with cherry red switches and honestly is a really nice quality keyboard. I honestly really do like Corsair. Now, obviously, the label on it is kind of coming off a little bit, but that's just after 2 years of use. It kind of is what it is. I've done my best to keep it as clean as possible and to keep, try to make that lifespan last longer on this keyboard. But I'm really a fan of the cherry red switches. They're not super loud. You're not hearing a whole bunch of click-clackety things going on through my microphone when I'm streaming. So that's really, really nice to have. And honestly, it's just a nice keyboard all around. Now, another thing with me is that I am looking for a full wireless keyboard, and sadly, Corsair doesn't really make a wireless keyboard that does what this can do. The wireless keyboards they have on their website, they're not full RGB. They actually are either light blue or dark blue. I think those are the only 2 color options that you have with those LEDs. So Corsair, I'm not sure if you guys are working on that, but I would love a wireless keyboard that does exactly what this does with full RGB and maybe a smaller one without the number pad. I would be very interested. Alright, next up we have the mouse. This is the Corsair Harpoon. Now the Corsair Harpoon, nothing crazy here, nothing out of the ordinary. It's actually a smaller mouse. I'm a smaller guy, so I don't need a very large mouse. Some of these mice are just so big, it's just unnecessary. So a nice small mouse with the 2 macro buttons on the side, that's enough for me. And the mouse also does come in a wireless version, which is very nice to have. Now, my only issue with this mouse is that, you know, this is the only RGB that you got. That's it. This little, that's it. That's the only color you got on the mouse. You would think you would add something with the scroll wheel, maybe something on the sides. I mean, you could have a lot of fun with that, and man, it's a missed opportunity. But at the end of the day, it does lower cost. So, you know, again, cost, benefit, you know how it goes. All right, let's talk about the headphones that I use. These are the Turtle Beach Atlas Elites, or Elite Atlas. I think Atlas Elites. I think that's what these are called. Honestly, these headphones are super comfortable. They have a lot of cushion for your head and your ears. It does get a little warm, but that's not a big issue for me. It just is very, very comfortable, especially being with glasses. A lot of headsets push up against my glasses, and it causes me a headache after a while. So these, not an issue. Super comfy. Turtle Beach does a great job with that. Also, what's really cool about this headset is that you actually can take off these panels here. This is a little side panel that you can actually customize. They sell these on their website for the different esports teams they sponsor, so they have custom ones as well. So these are really cool. I thought that was a really great addition. I might need to get my logo, get the little shark fin on the side of my headphones at some point. That'd be pretty cool. Now again, I did say I was looking for a wireless keyboard. I'm also looking for a wireless headset, but the problem is there's not a lot of wireless headsets that actually work with the Go XLR. That's one of the biggest problems with the Go XLR is they don't have a whole lot of huge support for wireless headphones. I think one of the best wireless headphones that work are the Arctis Pro Wireless. I think that's what they're called. Those are like $300, so kind of up there. So I would love to see Turtle Beach make something like this with a wireless receiver that can work with the Go XLR as an audio interface, because that would make my life so much easier. Because I'm tripping over this. I trip over this cable. I'm tripping over it right now. This cable is annoying. I'm just saying. But overall, these headphones are super nice. I have tried Logitech, I've tried HyperX, I've tried other brands of headphones, and I just keep coming back to Turtle Beach. The sound quality is just really good. I hear footsteps clearly. I hear the game very well. It's just overall fantastic audio quality for gaming. So, really like these. All right, I just mentioned it, but yes, the Go XLR is the next item on the list. The Go XLR is a USB interface that connects your microphone to your PC. And honestly, the Go XLR is probably one of the best pieces of this setup. It is one of the best staple points of it. It just works so well for what I do. And just to have the motorized faders, you have the sampler, you have the voice effects, which are always really, really fun. Being able to route things to different places super easily and intuitively in their software is so easy and so nice. The quality of life improvements when I got this were incredible, and it was just awesome to have. Now, I have done a deep dive review on the Go XLR, so if you want to go ahead and check that out, their boom card right there, go check out that video. That's a deep dive on the Go XLR. It goes into detail of all the features that you can use with the Go XLR. Now, it only makes sense if you have a Go XLR to have an XLR microphone to go with it. And the microphone we're running with is the Rode NT1. This condenser microphone is fantastic. I really enjoy using this mic. The sound quality is fantastic. I've kind of compared it to a couple other microphones, and I think the Shure SM7B is the only one that kind of sounds a little bit better, but honestly, even that, you're not really getting too much of an improvement in terms of audio at that price range. So the Rode NT1 is honestly a fantastic microphone. I enjoy using it. I enjoy the sound quality that I get from it, and I honestly enjoy the compliments I get from it too. A lot of people love the sound quality that comes from it because it's super clear, it's super nice. And just so that you could get a little listen for yourselves, here's a little clip of the Rode NT1. This is a recording test of the Rode NT1 microphone. This is the mic I use in every live stream that I do on Twitch. And just as a little shameless plug here while you're listening to the mic, if you want to follow me on Twitch, link to that in the description down below, or you can follow me probably up here. Go ahead and click that link. Go ahead and give me a follow, and join us when we go live. We'd love to see you in chat. So it sounds fantastic, and I enjoy using it, and honestly, I enjoy Rode products a lot. Using the Rode VideoMic Pro right now to film this video. I have used the Rode NT1 as my main microphone on the stream, so it's just overall, I love their products, and I love the quality that I get from them. So overall, fantastic stuff. And honestly, I couldn't recommend it enough. It's a fantastic microphone, and yeah, don't know what else there is to say. It's just really nice. All right, next up, we have the command center of the stream, the Elgato Stream Deck. The Stream Deck is, again, another staple point of the stream. This is where I pretty much can control anything in regards to the stream. I can control it just based off of a button, and it's awesome. And I mean, I could change scenes from it. I can play and pause music. I can control chat from it. I mean, there's so much you can do with the Stream Deck. And what's awesome about the Stream Deck is that you can connect it to a bunch of third-party applications. You can connect it to Spotify. You can connect it to Philips Hue. I mean, there's so much you could do with the Stream Deck that it adds for a ton of versatility at the press of a button. It's pretty cool. And Elgato honestly does a fantastic job of making products that are made for streamers, for content creators, and the Elgato Stream Deck is one of those products that I honestly love using, and honestly, streaming without it is not something I really want to even worry about because it's just so useful and so helpful with my stream. So I would definitely recommend getting yourself one if you don't have one already. They come in a 6-key version, a 15-key version, and I think they even got a 32-key version, which is the XL. So lots of options for you there. All right, next up we have the lights. That guy. The lights I use are actually from a company called Newer, and Newer actually makes a lot of fantastic products in regards to lighting, making them actually really affordable and high quality, which is really awesome. And these lights, they're just something I ordered off of Amazon. I mean, for 30 bucks. I mean, they're not bad at all. Now, these lights can actually be powered in a couple different ways. You can either get a DC adapter, plug it straight into your wall outlet, and plug it right into the light, or you can power the light using the battery it comes with. I think it's actually a Sony camera battery. Now, the thing about the battery is I used to actually try to use the battery for a full stream, and after about 3-4 hours, the battery would definitely die, and so I'd be streaming in the dark, and you couldn't see me on the camera. So that's definitely one thing to worry about with the stream. So definitely when it comes to streaming, I'd recommend going with the DC adapter. That way you just have continuous power to the lights, but otherwise these lights are fantastic. And last but not least, we have the cameras of the stream. My main camera I use is the Lumix G7. This is what you're looking at right now. The Lumix G7 is the best part about the stream, and honestly, I really love it. This is a webcam, that I could use this as a webcam. It's really nice. Now, to use this as a webcam, there's kind of a catch. I had to use the Elgato Cam Link in order for this to work as a webcam, because it can't just do straight HDMI out from the camera to the PC. You actually have to have something to convert it to a USB signal for the PC to recognize it as a webcam. So that's what the Elgato Cam Link does, and so really happy to use that and be able to use this as a webcam. Also, you need continuous power for this because the camera battery would die so fast if I were just to stream with this. So I have a continuous power battery that's also plugged into a wall outlet as well, so that just kind of sits in the camera and powers, and we got 2 cables, power, HDMI, and yeah, works out pretty well. What I would love to see in the future in terms of streaming cameras is I would love to see a USB-C port in the cameras to not only be able to power the camera, but also to be able to send the video signal to the PC. That way you have one cable going from your camera to your PC, and that's it. That would be really awesome, and it just would make life super easy, and you could still get that nice footage that you're looking for. Now, I have also done a video and a deep dive on this camera, the Lumix G7. I've done a deep dive on this, so if you want to check that out, boom, another card up there. If you guys want to go check out that video, you can go click that or link in the description down below if you guys want to go check out that video for yourself. And I also use a secondary webcam, the Logitech Brio. This is actually a webcam I've had for a while now. I've had it for over about a year. I used it as my main webcam for a long time, and then I got the G7. But the Brio is actually a fantastic camera. It shoots in 4K, 30 frames a second, and honestly, it looks really good. Now, my only issue that I have with the Logitech Brio is that you have to reset the settings every time you reboot your computer, so you have to turn auto exposure off, you have to redo your white balance, so it's kind of a bit of a hassle. Not too bad, a little tweaking here and there, but honestly, it looks great. It's a 4K webcam, and I recommend it as a webcam if you guys are just starting out, if you don't want to get a full-on mirrorless camera like this, or if you want to step up from the C920, if you're using the Logitech C920, you can step up to the Brio. Brio is fantastic as well. Now, I would not recommend getting a hold of the Brio or even the Elgato Cam Link right now, because those are being price gouged right now during the pandemic. I would wait till this whole thing kind of blows over if you can, because right now they're way too expensive. I think the Brio was over like $300 the last time I checked, so yeah, it's way too expensive. So I would recommend waiting until the pandemic kind of calms down a little bit, and then the webcams kind of get back to their normal marketplace. And so, yeah, that'd be good. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup. That's my entire streaming setup. That's everything I use to stream on Twitch. Now, I gotta ask you, what are some favorite things that you have in your setup? What are some things that you enjoy using that maybe I don't have in mind that you would recommend other people use? Would love to see your thoughts and your ideas down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you got. I am very curious to see what you guys got in your setups. But with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like if you like this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.